These are the best MMA fights and knockouts by Japanese Yakuza. At number 10, we have Norifumi Kid Yamamoto, flying through the air like he was shot out of a cannon. One knee, 4 seconds. That was all it took to shut Kazuyuki Miyata's lights off. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more brutal, here comes number 9. At 44, Yoshihiro Akiyama looked like he was in his prime. One right hook to Sheriff Muhammad's jaw, and it was over. Age didn't matter. That knockout spoke for itself.
Should break down that lead by some more. Should go back to that target just above the knee. Oh,
Now, if we're talking about timing, let's look at number 8. Koji Oishi wasn't winning. He was trailing. But then, he found the shot. One clean right cross, and suddenly, he was the one featherweight champion. Just like that.
Oh, good right hand, and Bonario is out.
Then came number 7. Hideo Tokoro had no business landing that spinning back fist, but he did. And Nogueira hit the canvas before he even knew what landed. That one punch put Tokoro deeper into the tournament. While Tokoro was stunned with his creativity, Sakurai brought it back to basics at number 6. Hayato Mach Sakurai didn't need any tricks, just fists. Shinya Aoki tried to pull him into a submission, but Sakurai had other plans. And it was a good night.
away. Deceptive, you know, he takes Joaquin Hansen.
Yeah.
But Aoki is able. Oh, and Sakurai down there. It's over.
Wow!
He will score.
At number 5, Kaya Sakura came with a plan, and the patience to see it through. Facing Juan Archuleta on New Year's Eve 2023, Asakura didn't rush in or force anything. He kept his distance, studied the rhythm, and waited for the moment Archuleta would slip. When it came, Asakura didn't waste it. He launched a perfectly timed knee that shut everything down. It wasn't loud or flashy. It was sharp and calculated. A small gap in Archuleta's movement was all he needed. That knee landed flush, and just like that, the fight was over. Asakura reclaimed the Risen Bantamweight title in front of a roaring home crowd.
No step at first. Hands up. Pressure. 1-2 play. Believe in it.
There's something to be said about a fighter who knows when not to act. Asakura didn't just win with power, he won with awareness. He forced Archuleta into making the first mistake and used it against him. It was a finish that didn't come from panic or instinct. It came from calm focus. And while others may have tried to steal the moment with flash, Asakura reminded everyone that timing, real timing, still wins fights. At number 4, we have Jinku Oda versus Yoichi Yamazaki. The fight stretched deep into the third round, and both were still swinging. They weren't landing anything clean, but they weren't letting up either. It was stubborn fighting, the kind that drains you minute by minute. The pace wasn't just high, it was uncomfortable. You could see it in their movement. Heavy legs, slower resets, but neither wanted to give ground. Then Oda jumped. Out of nowhere, he launched a flying knee that connected clean. Yamazaki dropped. The crowd erupted. He had to dig for that one. It wasn't some quick knockout in round 1. This came after 2.5 rounds of getting nothing easy. Oda waited for Yamazaki to slip for a second, and that's all it took. 1 second, 1 strike. Done. It was a long fight where both men had to burn through everything they had, just for a chance. Oda got that chance, and he made it count. But number 3 was a quick one. Takaya Suzuki is known for not wasting time. You see, the moment the fight started, he launched a flying knee. Just 4 seconds in, Miyagi was out cold on the mat. No buildup, no warning, just a clean knockout. The speed and precision caught everyone off guard. He probably didn't expect it to end that fast. Suzuki's timing was perfect. He didn't hesitate. When he saw his chance, he took it with everything he had. It was a sharp, brutal move that ended the fight almost before it began. The fight is still talked about because of how quick it ended. It wasn't flashy or drawn out. It was a single, decisive moment. But that's what makes it memorable. Sometimes it's not about a long battle or a tough grind. It's about seizing the moment. And Suzuki did exactly that. At number 2, Takeru Sagawa faced Leona Pettis in a fight that had everyone watching. Pettis wasn't just there to lose. He pushed hard and even managed to land some solid shots on Sagawa. It wasn't an easy fight for either of them.
Just last seconds here, last second. Oh man.
But when Sagawa decided it was his night, there was no stopping him. He threw a powerful cross that hit Pettis clean. The punch was brutal, right to the face. Pettis went down and the fight was over. Sagawa's timing and power made the difference. One punch changed everything. And for fans, it was a reminder that sometimes fights come down to one moment, one shot that changes the entire story. And for our number 1, we have Taiyo Asahisa, who showed why he's one of the most creative strikers in K1. The fight against Kenta Hayashi at Kafesta 3 was intense. From the start of the second round, Asahisa came out swinging with a non-stop series of attacks. Hayashi was pushed back and trapped against the ropes, forced to defend. But defense wasn't enough. Asahisa's combination of a jumping switch kick followed by heavy punches was too much. Hayashi couldn't keep up. He got knocked down.
Background for Asahisa. He will work down.
He needs to get up.
Yeah, I think he's probably where he is right now.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
It was a brutal display of precision and power. Asahisa's strikes were sharp, calculated, and relentless. He didn't give Hayashi a chance to breathe. Hayashi tried to block and move, but the pressure was overwhelming. He was backed into a corner, both physically and mentally.
That's unfortunate.
The way Asahisa mixed his kicks and punches showed his skill. Hayashi's defense broke down under that pressure. The second round ended with him on the canvas, unable to answer back. For Hayashi, it was a harsh lesson on what happens when you let your guard down, even for a second. So, what's your favorite knockdown from the list? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.